విశాఖ సాగర్ తీరంలో నవంబర్ 12న నేవీ మారథాన్ నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. పార్కు హోటల్లో జరిగిన మీడియా సమావేశంలో వైజాగ్ నేవీ మారథాన్ రేస్ డైరెక్టర్ డాక్టర్ మురళీధర్ నన్నపని మారథాన్ వివరాలను వెల్లడించారు. విశాఖలో 2014లో తొలిసారి నేవీ మారథాన్ నిర్వహించగా 1500 మంది రన్నర్లు పాల్గొన్నారని, 2015లో నిర్వహించిన మారథాన్లో 5000 మంది, 2016లో నిర్వహించిన మారథాన్లో 10,000 మంది పాల్గొన్నారని, ఈసారి 12,000 మంది రన్నర్లు పాల్గొంటున్నారని తెలిపారు. నేవీ మారథాన్ 4 విభాగాల్లో జరుగుతుందని వివరించారు. ఫుల్ మారథాన్ 42 కిలోమీటర్లు, హాఫ్ మారథాన్ 21 కిలోమీటర్లు, 10 కిలోమీటర్లు, 5 కిలోమీటర్లు విభాగాల్లో మారథాన్ జరుగుతుందన్నారు. సాగర్ తీరంలో విశ్వప్రియ ఫంక్షన్ హాల్ వద్ద మారథాన్ ప్రారంభమై భీమిలి వరకు సాగుతుందన్నారు.
Thank you so much, Jyoti, for doing what the run for the city of the. ఇప్పుడు బాధ్యత అంతా ప్రెస్ మీదే ఉంది. మీరు ఏం చేస్తారో ఎలా చేస్తారో తెలియదు. ఈవెంట్ వైజాగ్ ని హైలైట్ చేయాలి.
Very much for everyone, all of you, for being here this afternoon. And I know probably the Navy would not like it. It mentioned at 3 p.m. as the start time, or 1500 hours, and it's 15:30. We'll blame the rains and the airspace for having diverted some flights, because we have some key people to arrive here. Anyway, so once again, thank you all for making yourselves available again to be here, to be part of the 4th edition of the Vizag Navy Marathon. I know we've been having different upgrades and changes in the event, and this is my second year being the race director for this event, and it's a wonderful race. And first of all, it's a wonderful tagline, or what should I say, is a preposition. When you have the Navy Marathon, it adds so much more value to a marathon, pride. As we all know, armed forces and Navy, they are the pride of our nation, and that's something we all have a big honor. And Vizag is probably very, very fortunate to have the Navy as their main presenters for the marathon. And before I go into further discussions about the marathon and running, I know every year we start talking about what running does and why running is. I'm hoping that in a few years, or at some point in time, those sort of discussions would taper down, because we'll all know the benefits of running, or why we run. Running is a sport, endurance sport, is picking up all over the world, and it's picking up incredibly fast in India. 5-6 years ago, when we started marathons in Hyderabad here and there were just 2, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and then Chennai started, and now almost every city in the country has a marathon of its own. And when you say marathon, we will try to be more specific, because a marathon is a race that comprises of 42.2 kilometers. I know we're still growing, and it's a learning process, and we always keep saying we have a 5K marathon, a 10K marathon. So one big misconception we'd like to address and correct is a marathon is a 42-kilometer race, a half marathon is a 21-kilometer race. Then we also have the 10Ks, 5Ks, 3Ks, or any other race that you want to. So with that notation, Vizag will be having its second marathon. We've had half marathons for the past 4 years. Last year we ventured there with Captain Nagar and all, and then we decided we will go ahead and start the full marathon, and we did that. It was quite successful. And the most important, or a pretty key factor about the Vizag Navy Marathon and the Vizag, and a marathon in the city of Vizag, is, I would probably say by far, this has the potential, or this is probably the most beautiful course in the country. I know there are a few marathons. Satara Hill Marathon, it is an excellent in Maharashtra. It runs over beautiful green lush hills. Mumbai Marathon, it's vibrant. It does have a little bit of a ocean on Marine Drive, but the Vizag Marathon is the only marathon that has a complete ocean view, ocean drive with beautiful winding roads. So I said that 3 years ago, this has the potential of becoming India's best marathon and the most preferred marathon. And that is the goal that we are setting to go up to. Every marathon, every city marathon takes a few years to grow. I always use Hyderabad as an example because that was something we started a few years ago. The first year we had 1,100 runners. This year's edition we had 19,000 runners, right? So it picks up. The cities mature when we have these sort of events in the city. And a big factor for us is the Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu Garu is always pushing to make sure we have these sort of events in all these cities, because it also says a lot about a city. When a city develops and grows, having these extracurricular activities is a key thing, and it sort of gives you an inclination as to the crowd, the citizens, the people living in here and all that, and what sort of activities they do. So for the administration, from the government perspective, having a marathon is a big showcase, for the city itself, because we have a lot of runners coming from outside Vizag. They come from other states, other countries, and in general, based on last year, I think about 35% of the runners for the half and the full were from out of state. Of course, Navy has a huge contingent, so that's a big plus for Vizag, is having wonderful fit naval personnel who are actually packing the course. And last year we had a wonderful packed 5K as well, and the 10K. And this year we hope to continue and have the numbers grow. And a city marathon, usually involves the whole city, the administration, the government. They get involved, and we also expect the citizens. I know a lot of people. People complain that we can't run. I use myself as an example. 5, 6, 7 years ago, I couldn't run more than 4 kilometers, but we just started and it goes on. So I encourage all the citizens of Vizag to come out, at least come and watch, cheer. Come out on I'm sure you all know the date. It's Sunday, 12th of November, the second Sunday in November. So I encourage everyone to come out and watch the runners or participate, volunteer. If you don't want to, just come out and volunteer and support the runners, and welcome all the runners that come from all other places to the city, and let's showcase Vizag, showcase your city, and be proud of it. We will also have various volunteers from schools, organizations taking part and pitching in. And if anybody else wants to do that, you're quite welcome, and we would encourage all of you to do that. So registrations are still open, and feel free to participate in the 5K or the 10K if you can run, and you've been running the half marathon or the full marathon. Okay. So beyond that, I will, if I start talking, I will not stop, and I know I have a bad habit, and I know a lot of you have some other engagements as well. So let me pass the mic to the others and let them have a share, and then once we have time, I will, go back on my preaching and ceremony. So as relaxed as we can. Okay, so Jyoti, if you can.
Of course, I'll be failing my duty if I don't thank you people who are sitting in front of me, because as Dr. Murli said, that we have to make this marathon grow and grow, and I guess the onus is on the media, that how you project it, how you encourage the populace of Vizag to come forward and take part in this great marathon. It's a race which is the most picturesque route. Everything has been said by Dr. Murli, but I would like to add some more things to our own Vizagites who are going to witnessing this marathon, taking part in this marathon, volunteering with this marathon, and also to the arena events, who's our main people who are conducting the marathon. That we have to think about how we make this marathon a sustainable marathon. When I say sustainability, it doesn't only mean that it should happen year and year again. It should happen in such a manner that it becomes self-sustaining. Nobody has to work individually towards it. The whole Vizag works towards it, and it becomes so sustaining that no one individual has to sweat for it. Second part of sustainability is, when I'm saying sustainability, in terms of taking care of the ecosystem of the city. We are sitting on such a lovely road, beautiful beaches, but when such a large gathering of about 15,000 runners and another say 5,000-6,000 spectators gather, we have a tendency to litter the place. So I would request arena events and the people who are joining and the media to request the people, to impress upon them that they should not leave the place dirty behind when the marathon is over. So during the marathon, take care that there is no litter, and we can be proud of saying that we have finished a marathon. We had a gathering of 15,000 people, and the place is spick and span. So that is my request to you. Second thing is about the statistics. We started it 4 years back, as Dr. Murli said. We had also a very meager attendance of about 1,800 people running the first marathon. Half marathon. And then we grew. I mean, say the next half marathon was of 5 kilometer, of 5,000 attendance. Then we had gradual increase, and now this year we are expecting at least 15,000 people. And all of you have holding these cameras, when you take your pen, please write in such a manner that people come forward. You give them the good statistics and how they can register, how they can come forward, because many people don't know. Many people don't realize that that marathon has taken place. When they read about it, they say, "Oh, I could have also attended it." So you media guys, please spread the word. We have another 15-20 days for registration, so that people can come out and see what a great spectacle our Vizag is having. So date, as we have already said, is 12th of November, the second Sunday. And that is all I have to say. I've got such lovely people sitting, and they can add some more words of wisdom to this great event. Thank you very much.
I think you have given an overview of how it can be done and how it can be made better. And now I request Captain Varun Singh to speak a few words.
The prosperity of the nation, but Navy also has an obligation to develop the city and to develop the citizens. So unless we win your hearts and minds, it is also for that social well-being. Now today, coming to this hall, I made probably 15 or 20 friends. So just imagine a place where you 15,000 or 20,000 people are there is amazing. And as already Dr. and Captain Animesh Nagar has already said, why it gets into the global map. And marathon for me, when we ran probably 20 years back with almost everyone is a participant. And as Sir has said, media houses, you are the fourth pillar of democracy. That means you have great responsibility in building a nation. Be on your projection. We can put the hoardings. The event managers can do a lot, but people read you. People listen. The mental will, when everything is down, to probably fall down is the easiest thing in life, but to get up and run from there on is the most difficult part of it. So to make it happen, to probably inspire everyone in the streets of the city of destination, probably every one of us sitting here needs to cheer up, press on, bring 2 more people, or even if we bring 10 or 12, every one of us if brings, we'll have a great marathon this time. And I wish all of you good luck, and please remain. Again, I'm saying this is one of the best places. I travel this place almost on a daily basis. Nowhere in the world you'll get such a lovely drive from Visakhapatnam probably till Bimnipatnam. The road is coming up, 20,000 people running on this grand road. So Vizag definitely, but the majority, you have to shoulder the responsibility to definitely, anyway, sir, first of all, and the event manager to getting me here. I'm probably nervous in this marathon per se.
Which are all included. We do our bit because we pretty much identify that it's very critical for us because we run every day and day in and day out. Not on the roads, not on physically, but it's like trying to get in athletics from short to long distance running. Thanks for making us a part of the event. Yes, we are all out there. Most of us are entrepreneurs who have a passion, who have come back